your system, and any sustainable business model really requires an engine of energy sitting as part of it. And our expertise in Zenergy is working with organisations to release this energy, and you see in our brand name the X factor related to the energy in the system. So what we're going to do is we're going to share with you a few slides that talk about how to release the energy, how to go about releasing it, and how to work with the energy in the system. So as we say, the sustainable business model needing a sustainable energy source, and there's three ways we're going to talk about in this brief presentation about how to release this human energy in your organisation. The first one is about working with people. So at the people level, the key thing is around how do you connect people to a sense of purpose, a really meaningful work environment that releases that pent-up energy which is inside. There's a lot of evidence now which shows that people who are feeling fulfilled, feeling motivated and feeling connected are of course much more energetic in the way that they're working, and that's resulting in much greater performance in teams. We see the research from 2015 to 19 in the US Purpose Index was showing that those employees who are fulfilled are in the top 20% of performance. And a key point on motivation and linking to purpose, of course, is looking at millennials. And there's a big trend about people who are entering the workforce and younger people in the workforce who are finding that the connection to purpose is the thing that drives their energy. This is more important than professional recognition. It's a sense of actually making meaningful change. So the first part of generating energy is around connecting people to purpose and creating that meaningful work environment. The second part is around teams, and teams are made up of people, of course. The way we see this is that teams are the vehicle for transformation, especially when you're focusing them around creating value and working according to their values. The key part in working with teams is about building trust. And when we have trust in an organisation and between teams and between people, again, this is really part of the energy source of the organisation. And particularly when we look at the constituents of trust, it's about people being seen to be delivering, but it's also about the level of intimacy and understanding that they have with each other, which is a key aspect of trust. So this connection of people in teams and using teams as a vehicle for transformation is a real way of releasing the energy that drives the change in an organisation. And then the third point, as we look at this in a systemic way, from people to teams to the organisation, the way of releasing energy at an organisational level is all about connecting, collaborating. It's about working with the ecosystem. And again, we see this at three levels. The first one is connections inside the organisation. So many organisations work in silos, or there is very little interaction between the different levels in an organisation, or in fact, a limited amount of diversity. In each one of these cases, what it's doing is it's limiting the energy transfer in the organisation, the energy capability of the organisation to make change. So the first thing to do is to connect with inside your organisation. But as important, if not more important nowadays, is connecting outside your organisation and recognising this valency of energy between yourself and the people in your ecosystem, this combining power of working together to create value. And the third one, which is relatively new actually, is about connecting with technology and using technology to release energy in the system. AI, for example, as a way of connecting, a way of decision making in organisations, is not something necessarily to be feared if you work together with it and collaborate with it. And again, there's plenty of research around the power of collaboration and connecting. So those are our three areas. So how do we initiate this energy release into the system? Well, our approach is taking a very systemic method, integrating together people, the teams and the organisations, and in fact beyond organisations to the wider ecosystem, connecting with your partners, connecting with your communities, connecting with society. And it's only really by bringing together all of these different aspects of the system that we can truly release the energy and create sustainable transformation and sustainable business models for the future. The starting point is often to take an energy test, a systemic diagnostic, to identify where the sources of energy are in your organisation and where the drains of energy are as well, where gridlocks are stopping the energy from moving around the system or preventing energy from being generated. This gives our clients direction really of where to move, and then typically what we do with clients is we embark on a journey, a leadership team journey, which is all around releasing energy from their own personal source through their teams and through the wider organisation, with a focus on creating sustainability in their business models for the future. So for CogX we have the offer of a free systemic diagnostic if you're interested in looking at how to release the energy in your organisation and how to make sustainable business models. Thank you for listening to us today.